Ooh, what's up, lovers? This is Bridgerton. My name's Nerdy.
And I'm Claru.
And we're watching Season 3, Episode 6, Romancing Mr. Bridgerton. Hey, that's the name of the book.
Is it?
Yeah, that's the name of the book that Penelope season is based on.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't know anything about the book other than apparently...
The name of it? Oh, that
it's called Romancing Miss Bridgerton, and in it, Penelope's 28 and has lost weight.
She loses weight too. Yeah.
And yeah, I'm glad they didn't keep that part of the show.
Yeah.
I think that would have been weird.
Yeah.
And also weird pressure to put it on Nicola. This is going to be fun because Cressida is currently like, yo, I'm Lady Whistledown.
And everyone's like, oh.
And that solves a lot of problems for people. So I'm sure because this is 3 episodes from the end, it's not as smooth as that.
Never.
If you want the link through action, go to patreon.com/nerdynightly. But if you don't, stay here because you're already here. And drop, we're enjoying doing a romance show among all the nerdy shit. So drop in the comments down below what romance we should cover next.
Ooh.
I will not insult the devil by drawing parallels between him and Cressida Cowper. A succubus of the first water, and the other is not known to this author.
Why wouldn't you embrace it?
Yeah. I want to see what the problem is. This is good.
Perhaps you should not be here in case it is catching.
Her hands have ink all over them.
Oh, the petunias.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm happy to be patient until you are ready to unfold whatever it is you are feeling.
Because of Cressida Cowper and her insane claims to be Whistledown.
She has ink all over her hands.
Yeah.
Oh, Colin, it is beautiful.
And yet still only half as beautiful as you.
Aww.
What's all this ink? Have you been writing?
Oh, yes, letters to share our happy news.
That's a good line.
Yeah.
It's a pretty...
Yeah.
It's Featherington? For now?
Jeez.
Ooh.
It does make it so much more complicated, though, because it's like, well, no, Cressida's actually a liar and it's me. It just seems weird.
Yeah. And now that they're engaged, it's actually harder for them to have time alone.
Yeah.
I know they pulled it off, but...
Yeah.
Girl, you gotta tell him. Like...
I am sending you to live with your Aunt Jo.
Papa, you cannot do that. Aunt Joanna lives in Wales.
Precisely.
I knew gossip about over there.
What was that?
No.
What did you just say?
Plenty to gossip about over there.
Oh, it sounded like where?
Lady Whistledown is an astute writer. You have many gifts, but cleverness is not amongst them.
Oh, shit.
Miss Cressida Cowper, you are summoned to the palace at the behest of Her Majesty the Queen.
Oh no, the consequences of my actions.
Alright, I'll take my money now, thank you.
But if you want to win the game, you must lead it. Otherwise, you will always be on the defensive.
Oh, please, you have like 27 servants to do.
We do have a way with entertaining.
Ha!
The Kents are having a ball! The Kents are having a ball! This show makes me sing that song too much.
There's so many
Makes
balls.
me.
Lady Bridgerton.
Where's your supervisor?
Where's the chaperone?
Surely there is a way forward.
I have faith you will find a way.
Thank you. I shall let you nurse your headache in peace. But I do hope to see you soon.
She's so cute.
I know. That little nose wrinkle.
I like this arrangement.
Yeah. I love those sleeves.
Can you simply not just divide them? Like, they're always like this. You must interrupt.
I do not believe they will hear me.
Yeah.
I have been taken ill of the plague, and you are all doomed by association.
3 banana macarons for the 1 chocolate.
Not a chance.
This is devious.
He doesn't have siblings. He doesn't know the rules.
John has a small announcement to make on our behalf.
Very small, indeed.
We're engaged.
We are to marry.
Still holding the fucking macarons.
They're cute.
Did you know she was Lady Whistledown?
You spoke with Penelope this morning?
Yes. She is devastated about Miss Cowper coming forward.
Not about Cressida. The friendship was already souring, but this caper may be the final straw.
I should hope so.
Ooh, the writing there was interesting.
My only concern now is with her well-being and our future together.
Well, damn.
You will speak with Miss Cowper?
With the scribe herself.
It was a brilliant bit of acting, playing Eloise figuring out that he doesn't know about Penelope.
Yeah, yeah, that moment of like, wait, are we talking about the same thing?
I thought she wasn't going to catch it.
Why can't we have more men like Colin and less men who leave good women for League of Legends? You know what I mean?
Oh, I very much disagree on that situation. Yeah. I think you did the right thing. If you realize you're not mature enough to be in a relationship, let the woman move on to someone who is.
After how long?
Oh, sure, but...
She did everything for me and gave up her career. You know what? It's not worth my time.
Well, yeah.
For whatever reason, my brother truly believes he loves you. Our family, Marina, if you knew how long I too have kept this secret from him.
No, Eloise, this is such bad advice.
I cannot stop. Especially now.
Yes, you can, because now you have the perfect escape.
Yeah.
Lady Whistledown is my name, not hers.
Your name is about to be Bridgerton.
Damn!
And there was a time I would have given anything to know Lady Whistledown.
Well...
You both got what you wanted.
But it's just gossip. Let it go.
I also feel like it's meaner to be Lady Whistledown fucking with like 18-year-old girls' marriages when you're happily married.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
yeah.
like...
yeah.
It gets less cute over time.
Well, and
you know
like,
what I mean?
Yeah, and like Colin's not the kind of guy who's gonna tell her that like she can't like write other things and like, you know...
I understand her desire.
creative.
I'm not discounting her emotional connection to Lady Whistledown, right?
Yeah.
I understand it.
It's the
There's just
only
a point
thing
where you're
that
like 35
is
being
her.
like, I'm gonna write some shit about this 18-year-old today.
Yeah. 18 at like the oldest, like.
Oh, yeah.
So, this is the young lady claiming to be Lady Whistledown.
Ooh.
Looks like a fucking geode.
Yeah.
I should like to claim my reward, Your Majesty.
Her greatest strength is that she is an observer. What have you observed in your life other than yourself?
Oh my God.
Without a worthy opponent, I no longer care what mediocre match Miss Francesca chooses to make.
Yep.
Unless you can print a convincing issue, I do not wish to see you in my court again.
Ooh, Cressida, things backfired quickly on you.
If you publish and cement your reputation as Whistledown, no one will marry you. No one will marry me now.
Just watch, her mom's actually a creative writer.
They hire a bunch of they hire a writer's room to come put together a Whistledown issue.
We think speaking to the Queen may be the wisest decision.
Well, if you think you are up to it.
We would like you to speak to the Queen.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd rather a gilt carriage.
I do not see why Penelope should get such treatment. Weddings are surely not as important as pregnancies.
Treatment. The two of them, the other Featheringtons, these two, in interviews, is wild to watch.
I haven't actually seen any of theirs.
They're not like these characters at all.
Yeah.
Like, it made me... I've always thought these performances were great, but watching them interviews, I'm like, wow, you guys really transformed.
I love that.
Reading old issues of Whistledown.
I'm still not feeling well.
It's amazing she hasn't put it together yet.
Is to make Mr. Bridgerton feel as if he is the most important person in the world. To cater entirely to your husband.
Penelope's only getting bad advice.
Yeah.
At least in the beginning. And my greatest wish has always been for you three to do better than I did. You're lucky, Penelope. Do not take that for granted.
Wow.
Damn.
That was great.
Yeah.
Damn. Might be the best scene of the whole season.
Yeah.
We give her a lot of shit.
Oh, yeah.
And you know what? That was a fucking...
She's awful.
Not the actress. The actress is obviously incredible.
For you and me and my dear friend Paul. Will you come?
Are my intentions towards you being peer-reviewed?
Something like that.
Wonderful.
Is this about to become a whole Challengers thing?
God, I hope so. Yeah, that's weird.
Hey, you know what? Colin had a threesome.
I'm writing a manuscript, in fact.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
What is it about?
The continuity of the liquid in this glass is driving me crazy.
Yeah, don't think about it.
And are you not the happiest you have ever been?
Oh, right, that is true.
If I'm correct in reading, that the winner of this game is whoever is the most fortunate.
No, please.
Well, damn.
It's a nice club.
Yeah. Yeah.
Their cocktails are $25, but
yeah, right.
I would drink there.
And their mocktails are like 18. It's crazy.
Places like that don't serve mocktails.
I know.
Actually, now they probably do.
Now,
people are trying to be better about like sober and
But not back then.
No, God. Well, even like when I first moved to New York, it was hard to find a mocktail.
You could get juice.
I don't think I had a mocktail menu until like 5 years after I was bartending.
Mm-hmm.
If any of you know cause or just impediment why these two persons should not be joined together in holy matrimony.
Oh, the copper with her blue eyes is...
I was about to say, if Shrek shows up, this might be the greatest TV show ever.
Truly.
Very well. In 3 weeks' time.
That's how long we had to plan our wedding.
Yeah.
Joined together in holy matrimony, ye are to declare it.
I cannot.
I will join you in a moment.
It's a beautiful church. I wonder where it is.
Mm-hmm.
I know there is something you have been meaning to tell me.
Yeah, about that.
In fact, there's something I've been meaning to tell you for a very long time. That I have loved you since the moment we met.
A lifetime begging your forgiveness for not seeing you sooner.
There is no need.
I'm not dancing. My future wife in a church where we'll be married.
I just want to be happy for them. And I just know it's coming. You know what I mean? Like, he's gonna find out. The season doesn't end with him being like, it's crazy, we never found out who Whistledown was.
I know.
So it's a happy marriage.
I know. It's gonna be bad. I know it.
Brother?
Sister.
Ooh, I love that green. All right, here we go.
I love that Cressida's in her Glinda face.
Eloise, I've slipped out. Please do not tell anyone I'm here. I would think you would relish the attention. I do not come forward for attention.
Don't tell anyone I'm here. Girl, you're brighter than the fucking sun right now.
Yeah.
All you ever do is talk. You are clearly just envious that I've made something of myself.
Perhaps I am envious of Whistledown. It is quite a feat.
Oh, Cressida.
Congratulations on your hard-earned success.
Ooh. I was kind of hoping Cressida and Eloise were gonna, like, stay friends, but Cressida's kind of... Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Thought higher of her, but...
Mm-hmm.
I think you look as charming as a chocolate box.
Sure.
Next reading of the band.
Yeah.
Was that a reshoot?
They
Why is the lighting so different on them between these cuts? What is happening?
Weird.
Be worried if the Queen presses too much, then.
She may see that you still have some doubt.
They must have just shot it at a different time of day.
Yeah.
Wasn't that wonderful?
Yes. Marvelous.
I think they might have been losing the light on the Danbury takes, and they added a fill that was a little bit off color. God, that's gotta be tough when your brother's, like, getting fawned over and your match isn't.
Well, because, no one knows yet.
So when... Okay, do you think that the floor part was up before she started whistledowning? Or did she start whistledowning and then had, like, a servant carve out the floor? Or was this, like, a loose floorboard that had been there her whole life?
Might be a loose floorboard. She seems like the kind of inquisitive child to have, like, found that in her room. You know?
I could see going either way.
Yeah.
She's so dramatic. I will burn them one at a time.
You don't want to smother the fire. The fire was, like, this big.
True. You also don't want to burn your house down.
Yeah, and also, like, they have, like, no responsibilities. She's got all the time in the world.
She has hours.
She can just stand there all day. That was partially a joke, okay, before the comments.
I mean, she doesn't. She literally has no responsibilities. She's getting married in 3 weeks. I don't even know how much sway she gets on her own wedding.
On her wedding, I know, yeah.
Higher, right in the center of the windows. Oh, and make sure nothing hinders her view as she comes in.
Oh, it was like, whose house is this?
The Kents.
I am enjoying the idea of giving the best ball Mayfair has ever seen.
It'd be fun to plan a ball.
It would.
Let us plan the greatest wedding Mayfair has ever seen.
That is music to my ears. Now, for the cake, Varley suggested fruit.
Aw, they get to bond over wedding plans.
Yeah, her mom's being nice to her for the first time in her life.
Yeah, because now she has worth in her marriage. She loves her daughters in her own way.
Mm-hmm.
But you cannot deny that she loves them.
Yeah.
Penelope, that column's your life's work.
I cannot continue writing.
I found a love match, Genevieve. I do not wish to take that for granted.
Is seeing the glow on a woman's face when she puts the dress on. I can't imagine ever giving that feeling up.
Except Lady Whistledown makes people fucking cry.
This show makes it seem like
she's doing the world a service.
Like romance gossip is like the highest calling of being a writer.
Yeah,
in a way.
right?
It's a weird kind of.
Yeah.
We must get that reward before the real Whistledown decides to publish again. Read me what you have written.
Oh no. Oh no, I'm so nervous.
Dear reader, it is I, Lady Whistledown. Today I bring you much gossip from about the many lands, near and far.
Wherever you are.
Is that all?
So far.
Oh dear.
Oh, that side of the rig is lifting so bad.
Mhm.
Oh, that one was... That was a little rough, sorry.
That's an end of the day shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
No, don't. Oh, okay. I thought she was about to start reading Colin's journal too.
Do you fill your time with any creative pursuits? Do you write, or draw, or paint?
I dance sometimes at parties.
Does he not paint anymore? Did he give it up?
I guess.
I walked backstage, and there she was, ripping into the director for, quote, bowdlerizing the play.
Am I just
Backstage?
Wow.
sanitized bastardization of a genius's great work?
I thought critics were rough nowadays.
Yeah.
Who was Tilly lecturing when you first met her?
Oh, God.
I believe it was an aeronaut.
Why would he lie about being a painter?
I don't know. I know he was like a little self-conscious about it, but he literally went to school for it.
I also thought that yeah. I don't know.
It's just odd.
The music is quite pleasant tonight, is it not?
I'm not gonna lie. This room is too busy to me.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the panels on the walls.
It's just too many different things.
Yeah.
I like the color though. I think the color on the walls is beautiful.
Yeah. It's almost like a wallpaper that's a bit too busy on all sides.
Mm-hmm.
But I do love the cutouts.
Ooh, that choker though.
Yeah.
I love her fit.
Yeah, it's great.
Marcus.
Mutton Chops is like, I'm out.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Lady Keswick, Lady Gloucester, Lady Viacus Perrin.
I don't really know how do widows date? Is it just
I have
the
never
same?
liked that colour, but it is winning on you.
Okay, well.
Are you negging your daughter?
Yeah.
I am pregnant. Everyone knows a baby can push water up into one's eyes.
Yeah.
She's here.
Oh my god, I'm getting a little like Queen of Hearts.
Yeah.
Someone's
Who's
gonna die tonight.
Getting beheaded, yeah, no, literally.
As I assumed, lackluster at best.
Is it a transformer?
Yeah. Yeah, it is. Wow.
That is called a centerpiece.
Yeah.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
Babe, how are we going to impress the queen? We're going to have to go above and beyond next year. Or in 2 years when the next season comes out.
Right? Oh my god.
You still do not believe in this match, do you?
I have supported you.
You have been perfunctory in your support. I love him, Mama. Even if it is not the love that you want for me.
I mean, I wouldn't want to talk to the queen either. Like,
He's still an earl.
You are not the only one who cares for Lady Bridgerton.
Must you take everything from me? Do you think I do not know that it was you who betrayed me to our father? I heard him thank you.
Oh, fuck.
Your charm may work on every widow in the ton, but I am unmoved.
That was so not what I expected. I thought it was something to do with him cheating on his wife, or because you had said that in a previous episode. And
what? Oh, I was like, maybe.
yeah. I'm trying to give you credit for your theories. That was hard to watch.
Yeah. Especially once you watch Queen Charlotte.
Mm-hmm. They about to make out.
It kind of feels like it.
Well, the wine has also made you rather charming. I should go ensure Tilly has not worked herself up into a frenzy over dessert.
Patron of the arts is a word for it.
Yeah.
It's Patron of the Arts Month. All June, just patrons of the arts everywhere you look.
Yep.
There's rainbows of the arts and rainbow sidewalks of the arts, crossed by patrons of the arts.
That are patroning the arts.
We really should watch Challengers.
Uh-huh.
Would you perhaps like to join us? Upstairs.
He just got so excited.
I've forgotten. I was supposed to be somewhere. Forgive me.
Oh, I know that. That's the like, oh, I'm in the closet and I actually don't know. You guys know my family, so I can't with you. I can only do that with people who I know don't know anyone that I know.
Yeah.
That was me a decade ago. There are definitely people I've seen online be like, this season had way too much Benedict storyline in it.
Really?
Yeah, and I'm like, I don't feel that way, but I think it's because I resonate with him so much.
Yeah, I don't feel that way either.
This outfit
Wow.
is such a choice.
For a daughter, can you imagine?
This is a great fucking interpretation of the song.
Yeah.
Wow, this is one of the more amusing parties I have been to.
Did you notice that her and her mom are wearing the same colors as the queen?
I did not.
The red
Nice
and blue.
pull. Nice pull, babe. The necklace is sublime.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like this falls under supporting women's wrongs, and I get it.
Yeah, yeah.
For the Queen to summon us.
And we hold our heads high.
Yeah, because you're not fucking dancing with that bow on your back. Just gonna knock it into everyone.
Well, I do wish to see what happens.
Yeah, there it is.
This just became blood sport.
Lady Whistledown, she is a rather clever writer.
Apologies. I'm not used to dancing so much. That's what I so enjoyed about the part that I read.
Well, those parts are only for you.
Okay.
The Queen has summoned Miss Cowper. It may finally be time for Lady Whistledown to meet her consequences.
There are height differences.
It's like us.
Yeah.
I simply wanted to give you a gift.
Oh, Cressida. Oh no, Cressida. It's so short.
She has returned!
Yeah, you all think she's in the room with you.
Oh, fuck. Oh yeah, there's like nothing on it.
And shall return soon enough with a full issue. You may now know my name, but have no doubt I know you even better.
Come with me.
She used to let her take Whistledown's name, and now she has somehow written something coherent.
It was the only way I felt I could have a voice. And I should have been using the column to give a voice to the other voiceless.
Hey.
Please. Let me use it now to do some good.
Now pan over to Colin listening at the door.
I know, yeah.
Before Cressida does.
Oh, okay. I love her secret fit.
I know.
It's so fun.
Alright, what's gonna go wrong?
She wrote the whole thing in the carriage?
Some confusion with the self-delivery. You'll be paid handsomely for your rush service.
Anything for Lady Whistledown?
You'll be paid handsomely for your service. No, it's clever. She has a Whistledown accent.
Yeah, she had that in the other seasons.
Oh, yeah.
Colin.
You.
Yeah.
Oh, Lady Whistledown.
Yeah, there it is. I was like, he's gonna fall. Yeah.
It's midnight and I don't want to stop.
I know. It's so good.
Oh, the show's great. Wow, I'm honestly surprised they're leaving this reveal so late. Because we don't get to spend a lot of time. Like, Colin's gonna have to get over it quick.
I think here's what I think the big difference is now.
Okay.
I think that they needed more time with it when Eloise was not on Penelope's side. But Eloise is going to be the one to help Colin come to terms with it. Like, Lady Whistledown is fundamentally now going to change, like, what it is or what it would be because of Penelope realizing that she, you know, used this for, like, a selfish outlet and selfish gains when she could have been choosing to
helping people?
Yeah, choosing to do good with it.
Not just gossiping about young girls?
Yeah, but that scene was so fast, but it had perfect moments for both of them because Eloise said, I was reckless.
Yep.
She's like, I fucked up. And Penelope was like, I fucked up. And now I think them being on the same page helps with the Colin of it all because, like, the thing is, Whistledown wrote about Eloise. And that's why Colin was so upset. I mean, Colin is probably also still mad about the whole
Whistledown's written about his family
pregnancy thing.
many times.
But I think that
it's not a wonder.
I think that if Eloise can be the one to spearhead the forgiveness, that it softens it for Colin a little bit. Because
I don't agree with that at all.
Really?
No. I think that not telling him and having it does what Eloise knows or doesn't know or what side she's on doesn't matter in this instance. You lied about everything for weeks now after the engagement, right? And so
weeks.
Well, I'm assuming it's been a few weeks since they've been engaged.
They announced their engagement in this episode.
No, they didn't. They announced it in the last episode
were
was
like,
the engagement party.
That was the party, but the official announcement at the church was in this episode. If anyone objects, they will be married in 3 weeks. Like,
okay, I and this is again, I have no idea how much time passes in the show.
Yes, 100%.
It is a symptom of that, but
yeah,
because I feel like it's been weeks that since they've been engaged.
That's fair. I literally thought it had been like a day, because she was sick for a day, and then she talked about like it was good, like this dance wasn't as good as the dance that they just had in the place where they were going to be married. But I don't know, and not like there is no timeline.
But
for us
I feel
to
like
follow.
it's been at least a week since they had sex.
Maybe
I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
The time
maybe.
passing in the show, I actually find a weakness of the show.
It is the one thing that is tough to follow, and I think for most people who are watching this, it's not gonna fucking matter. But for us, like sitting down and talking about it and trying to really dive a little deeper and explore into things, that is a thing that we can't really we can't really have strong feelings on certain things, because it's like, well, it might have been a day or it might have been a month. Like, who actually knows?
I just think that regardless of Eloise's feelings, there is so much power in choosing to tell somebody something versus them finding out.
Yeah.
And I think that the weakness in Penelope, in this moment being so big for her, and her pulling Eloise out of the room and not Colin, and him having to stalk her through the night to find out where she goes, is a real relationship killer in some ways, right?
Do you think he was following her, or do you think he was surprised to find that it was her under that hood?
We had to follow her.
Yeah, that's what it feels like.
How else would he have gotten there?
Yeah.
He doesn't know the publishing house. Like, that doesn't make any sense, right? He had to have followed her all the way there. And so, yeah, like, Eloise might forgive her. That's irrelevant right now. What's relevant is Colin's feelings about it.
Mm-hmm.
And look, I'm not trying to say that Penelope, I'm not trying to say the only person whose feelings that matter are the man's, but the two women involved both had this information for a year. And so, and longer obviously for Penelope, but when it's the thing I've been saying. I want to be happy for them. They're very sweet together. They're clearly in love. Like, it's a relationship where I'm on their side.
Yeah.
But Penelope is repeatedly lying to Colin. Constantly.
Yeah.
And if she had been the one, even in this episode, to tell him, it is easier to get through because you chose to tell me.
Mm-hmm.
As opposed to, if I hadn't found out, our marriage would have been built on this lie, and you never would have told me. And I think that it's the kind of thing that he might get over in the short term, but long term, that's the kind of thing that can come back up when, are you keeping secrets from me 5 years down the road, 10 years down the road?
Yeah.
Can I really trust that you're going to be honest with me in the future? And it's like, well, I don't know. Where's the evidence, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think that there is plausible kind of gray area in that, look, I was going to tell you, and then Cressida was like, I'm Whistledown, and I fucking literally had a panic attack and fainted, and then Eloise told me not to tell you, and so I was trying to navigate that.
All of those events are after they've had sex.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, considering what sex means at this time,
it's kind of
unplanned. All of those events happened after they slept together, and after he fingered her in the carriage, and after
that's why I'm not absolving her of any fault. I'm merely saying that because she waited, and again, I don't know how much time passed from them getting engaged and fucking her saying yes. That is what makes it a little wonky.
I just feel like the scene where she goes to get the fabric adds a day. You know what I mean?
Because she went to pick up swatches. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't
know what the structure of these people's day is like, their day to day. I genuinely couldn't tell you. But there is a world in which she had 72 hours before that engagement party, and things just kind of got out of hand, which I'm not excusing her for, but then the rest of it just makes it so fucking complicated that, it it just makes it complicated, is all I'm saying. But I don't think that she is guiltless by any means at all.
I just think that I just wish that it had happened earlier in the season, or that the season was longer, because it feels like in order to have some of the final episode be fun and like romantic and the like dreamy, you know, wedding stuff, we now have to just kind of have Colin move on really fast narratively.
There's 2 whole episodes. They could come together at the end of the finale.
I don't know
like
that
an
would be very
hour-
satisfying. I don't think it would be very satisfying for Penelope and Colin's season to end with 2 episodes of turmoil, and then like come up and right at the end.
So you wanted the same. Wait, you wanted less turmoil but earlier?
No, same turmoil, spread out a little bit more so that there is more. I think that my concern going into the final 2 episodes is that Colin, because there's so many other storylines going on, we have to resolve the Francesca Kilmartin stuff with the Queen and her mom. We have to resolve her mom and
The finale's
Lord.
long though,
We
right?
have to. It's 71 minutes. And we have to resolve Benedict and the threesome.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm there. Yeah, there's a small part of me that's like, are we just going to move Colin on from the emotional tension of the season, which has been the only real tension in their relationship?
Mm-hmm.
It's been the only real conflict in the season. Is that going to be a speed bump that we just kind of get past very quickly?
Yeah.
Or will that be given the weight that it deserves, which is that I think that Penelope has to genuinely convince Colin and do the work of building the trust back in the relationship before the wedding.
I think that it would be a little kind of icky if he just like got over it, for sure. I think that Penelope made some realizations in this episode, and as did Eloise.
Mm-hmm.
And I hope I see a path forward for her to be like, look, I understand you're upset, and I will do what I gotta do.
Mm-hmm.
Because, you know, you can't always earn people's forgiveness or trust back, but I think a sincere try is always like worth the while.
I think this has been a season of Colin making gestures for Penelope, and I think that he's gone above and beyond for her in many ways, and I don't think that has been reciprocated. I think Penelope has been enjoying that Colin is finally in love with her, and that's great. There are relationships that are built on that are awesome. I think now that with this, Penelope has to make the gesture of building that trust back in order for this to be a relationship that I buy at all.
Yeah.
But I want them to be happy at the end of episode 8, right?
Yeah,
This isn't me being like, fuck her, I hate her. I don't.
No,
I
but
genuinely
she's
want
gotta-
Penelope and Colin to work out.
Yeah,
I just
she's
want...
got to put the work in.
Yeah. I know, but actually.
Yeah.
And like,
And that is
I hope that we
valid.
see that and that it isn't skipped over, because they've there's a lot of plot lines going on right now. And some of them are just a little bit more interesting than others. And I think that Penelope and I think this one is the more interesting plot line to me. And so I just hope it doesn't, I hope Colin isn't like, I slept on it and you know what, I love you so much, it's okay. I want Penelope to have to do something for Colin in this, because I get it, she's in love with him, but the gestures have been sort of one-sided this season in a way that I don't know that I got as much from season 1 and season 2. And part of it is I think that for the audience of the show, you've watched 2 seasons of Penelope pining after him, and so it feels like there has been some effort, and you know, it feels like it's earned in a way.
Right.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm curious to see how we're gonna end this.
Yeah. It is one of those things where there are things that I want from the show that I think are gonna deliver, but I don't know exactly how, and that's exciting.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that was great.
Yeah.
I hope that Benedict comes out of the closet. I want that.
I hope
for
he
him.
doesn't. I don't want him to be beheaded, but
Not like to
I would like for him to
everybody,
be out
but
of the
just
closet to himself.
Yeah, and to them too, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't fully come out of the closet for years. It was a process.
Yeah. And also, like, well, maybe not. I don't know. I feel like a lot of men are like, no, I'm straight. I can fuck a woman with another guy. We just don't touch. And it's not gay or whatever.
I mean, I've done that.
You're like, you stay on that side and I stay on this side.
Yeah, but it's usually the other guy that's like that demanding of it.
Sure.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think like Benedict got a little sweaty there for a minute. It was like,
Yeah, that guy's handsome.
Yeah, no, I get it.
Yeah, he's got a great
Hot
beard line
trouble.
too.
I know.
Rude. Anyway, I'm curious what the comments are gonna be. I feel like people are gonna be mad at me, but
Why?
because I feel like the fans of this show, a certain kind of fan of the show is gonna be like, this is like the like romance fantasy, and it's supposed to be like the guy doing all this stuff for the girls so that the like girls can enjoy it. And I understand that, and I get that like my desire for it to be a little bit more than that, and the fact that I think season 1 and 2. I personally think that the writing of the show was a little stronger in season 1 and 2. And I think the visuals of the show are a little stronger in season 3. I think visually this is probably my favorite season so far. But the writing, I feel like I feel like I enjoyed the quippiness of it a little bit more in seasons 1 and 2. And I know that they switched showrunners, and I think that that might be a part of it. But I also like that the multiple plot lines have a little bit more weight in the background instead of just being comedic relief. So I also think that this episode had some of the best writing of the season for the tertiary characters. I thought that both moms had great scenes, particularly Miss Featherington. I thought she was wonderful.
Yeah.
But the main couple writing, I feel like, has been a little bit less than I think Daphne and the Duke got, or especially I think Kate and Anthony, by virtue of Anthony, I think being one of the stronger actors on the show. I thought their relationship was really well portrayed. Across.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I don't know. It's such an interesting. The switch in showrunners is really an interesting change for season 3, because the show is very similar, but there are some like noticeable stylistic differences in it.
Yeah.
And I'm curious to see how this showrunner wraps up the romance. Given that I think the wrap up of season 1, season 2, I think were both very successful.
Yeah. They always manage to like bring it home, I think.
Yeah, so I just hope this brings it home. This just feels late to me. I would have thought the Whistledown reveal would have been the middle of this episode. And so we could have begun the sort of.
I don't know. I kind of dig it on the cliffhanger, because it feels more like, I know it didn't drop week to week, obviously, but it feels like a little bit more of that, like week to week, like, oh my gosh, what's gonna happen next week? And
yeah, no, I get that.
Yeah.
I totally, and because that's the style of show that it is.
Yeah.
I totally understand that. I don't care about that as much. You know what I mean? Like that's. I am significantly more interested in watching the two of them try and reconcile this than in the ooh-ah of it all.
Yeah.
And so it's just a taste thing. But I think the show ultimately is very strong, and I think across the board, very
a lot
well
of
done.
fun. Yeah. Cool.
I really loved that centerpiece. That was a fun concept.
Yeah.
Because how do you do something different?
Yeah. Yeah, no, I was, yeah.
Because I kind of agreed. I
impressed.
kind of agreed with the Queen before it happened.
Yeah, it was kind of like, oh, it's fine. Yeah.
Well, and like when they were setting it up, they had the like wooden open crates that I was like, oh, that's very like my sister's wedding.
Like barn wedding.
Yeah, it had a little bit of a barn. And it looked like the crates that they used to like transport like alcohol bottles in.
Oh.
So it just seemed like even the like setup of the wedding felt a little more like his club than high society. And so I felt like the centerpiece opening was almost a transition visually for the room, but also a transition for the couple from the Queen walking in being like, how very plain, to, oh, okay, no, you do know how to fit into high society.
Yeah,
right?
for sure.
And I thought that having like a physical thing happen on screen to denote that change was really clever.
Yeah, it was well done.
And that choker, beautiful.
I know. So good.
How do you feel about Cressida?
I mean, I was kind of hoping that... I was hoping that her interaction with Eloise would have gone a little bit better.
Yeah, that was something, huh?
I think Cressida could have earned some goodwill in being honest with Eloise.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, Cressida not realizing that, like, Eloise might be upset with Whistledown based on what was written.
Yeah.
Like, it just kind of was like, oh, like, Cressida is not the brightest bulb.
I was giving her too much credit at the beginning of this season.
You know what? Hey.
I rescind the credit I was giving her. I thought she was a different... Even into the, like, ooh, I can be Whistledown this episode, I really... And I think that it might be part of the reason why I made the comment about the writing not feeling as strong to me, is I just kind of like, I didn't really understand where she thought she was going in this. And
yeah, no, she clearly like doesn't think things through.
Yeah.
And like not every character has to be the smartest or like she has had such a shit life.
I just wanted her and Eloise to be hot fucking spinsters together.
Yeah.
Just go off and be hot lesbian spinsters.
Just take the money
And now I'm like, oh no, Eloise, you can do better. Because, you know, Eloise is my girl. And I ride and die for Eloise.
Yeah.
Which is why I'm good with Penelope. I said in episode 1, when Eloise forgives Penelope, I forgive Penelope. We're good.
We're good. We're Gucci.
But I don't know that she's going to forgive Cressida.
Cressida is a weird one because I think that her choosing not to be honest with Eloise in that moment, obviously she can't know that Eloise knows that she's lying, but I think that you are coming to Eloise for help in the form of a like veiled like,
and you know she's going to
plea
realize 5 seconds in that you're not Whistledown.
that you can't fucking write.
Yeah.
A little bit of honesty and an olive branch would have, I think, made such a difference. Like it would have been, I think that it would have been, well, it would have been better received for sure, but I think that Eloise could have like really recognized what Cressida was trying to do and worked with her in some capacity. But yeah, coming in there being like, you can work for me.
Yeah, not great.
Is, oof, yeah.
I got a weird question that I wanted to ask you. I kind of thought Whistledown kind of came out when it came out. You know what I mean? Like, it was kind of a column that hit when it came out because it was done in secret.
Oh.
Why?
No.
How?
People waited at their fucking doors for the Whistledown day, like, for the deliveries.
Yeah.
There is a schedule.
My question with that is it weekly? Like, how often is she banging out 5 pages of gossip? How much happens in this fucking town? Because the queen was like today's issue, and I was like, is she writing daily about these people?
No, there's no way that she is writing.
It can't be, right?
Daily. No. There just simply is no way. I would guess it is weekly.
It just feels sometimes like it happens the morning of and the
Sunday
morning
paper.
after a ball. And then
Well,
it
'cause
doesn't happen until the morning of the next ball?
Well, it's because the balls are probably on, like, Saturday nights, right? And then Whistledown drops, like I just said, like, Sunday paper kind of deal.
But then
like,
why is the queen expecting it before that ball?
That must have been a Sunday ball.
I feel like I've watched 3 seasons of this show, and it is always about the Whistledown paper, and
it comes out when it comes out.
What are we, like 22 episodes in? I'm like,
it
wait
drops
a second.
when it drops.
Is there does she do multiples of these a week? Because that would be crazy.
I don't think so.
But
I
some episodes it feels like there are. It feels like it's like, oh, did you read Whistledown this morning? And then something happens, and so Whistledown. I'm assuming that when episodes end with her writing a Whistledown, that Whistledown comes out days later. We just, because of the timey-wiminess of the show, it comes out later than it feels like it does in the show.
Maybe.
Because there's no way she's writing these like every day.
No.
How would she get out to do it? How does she get out to do it as is? How does nobody notice that Penelope in the middle of the night is always off in a carriage somewhere?
Yeah, that's why I think it's once a week. And, you know, I mean, her mom didn't pay her any attention before she was engaged. So she just
it's true. It's really true.
Yeah, I am assuming it's weekly, but I don't know. And the comments will probably correct us.
Yeah, if anyone knows, if the books like get into, and I understand that publishing schedule does not matter to this show. I'm not saying that this is a criticism or it's something that the show should get more into.
Curious.
It's just one of those funny things where I'm sitting here going, how many of... I mean, she wrote that whole thing. Does she have... Okay, no, actually, I have a real question this time. Where did she get the quill, parchment, and ink for that issue of Whistledown? If Colin follows her from the place, did she steal the quill, parchment, and ink from the Kents, get in the carriage and start writing? Or did she go home, get stuff, and go? Or third option, did she rip up the floorboards in the carriage, and her carriage also has a secret writing compartment like her bedroom does?
Maybe.
She's rich. Maybe she has a secret writing carriage. Maybe it's not even her carriage. Maybe it's a secret Whistledown carriage that she only calls...
Look, her family is not rich enough to hide a whole carriage.
No. Whistledown's hiding the carriage. Because she's paying all these people. Like, she's rich. Right? Because even the Queen was like... One of the things I thought was really interesting about this episode was the Queen was like, why would Whistledown need 5,000 pounds?
Mm-hmm.
Like, that to me, I was like, oh, that's interesting that the Queen would understand the math of how much money Whistledown has made.
Yeah.
Like, that was a cool detail. I really did like.
Yeah. Yeah, it was great. Yeah, I don't know.
I just have real questions, though. I'm like, did she steal from the Kents?
I'm assuming
Penelope.
she went home because also, like, Colin lives across the road from her and could very easily have, like, noticed her leave and follow her there. I don't know, though. She had to go get her, like, her secret cloak, right?
But that might also be in the secret compartment of her writing carriage.
Maybe she has a writing carriage.
I want a writing carriage.
Do you?
Yeah, we spend so much time in traffic in Toronto. It would be great to not drive and like be able to get work done instead of just sitting there at the steering wheel like slowly dying inside.
That's fair.
Anyway, this is a long conversation. It was a fun episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crushed it.
No, you crushed it. I ruined it. If you like this video, like, subscribe to the channel. If you don't, hit the dislike button. Leave me comments down below because the algorithm god is hungry and we must feed her. This episode, that algorithm goddess is...
The Kents.
I was gonna say Cressida's mom.
Oh, yeah.
She's
said,
married
she was
to a
creative
monster.
writer. I told you.
It worked.
Yeah, she's actually...
She wrote 2 sentences.
Really artistic.
Good luck writing a whole Whistledown.
Yep.
The next episode has to start in this party. Because we still haven't even gotten to Danbury talking to Lady Bridgerton.
That's probably going to be a next day kind of
Right?
thing.
We never cut back to that.
No, we didn't cut back to that, but I don't know if that I don't know. We'll see.
Huh. Do something nerdy night, y'all.
Bye, guys.
Bye.